I'm here at the estate of Tenuta dell'Ornellaia, owned by the Frescobaldi family in Bulgaria, and we're here today to speak with Axel Heinz, the winemaker, about their winemaking and about their vineyard practices. We're going to speak to him in the vineyard about their vines and their soils and how they produce the absolutely outstanding line of wines that range from the entry-level Le Volte all the way up to the famed 100% Merlot-based Masseto. So why don't you come with me, we'll head inside, do some wine tasting, and learn about the vines. How was the 2009 growing year for the Masseto?
It's quite magical in some way, because it's one of these vintages that show that Masseto is really a great terroir for Merlot, because it's in itself, it seems a challenge to grow Merlot in a warm climate, because it's a fragile variety that doesn't like excessive drought, that doesn't like excessive heat. It needs moderate temperatures to maintain all its fragrance, to not over-ripen too quickly. And yet, it works in this very vineyard. And 2009 had everything which would not have been favorable for Merlot. It was a very hot year with very high temperatures all across the months of September. And yet, we produced a great Masseto. So it really shows that in a great terroir, what seems impossible becomes possible. And that is definitely the case for Masseto 2009.
Well, that's the wonderful thing about a single vineyard wine. You know, if you truly want an expression of terroir and of that grape, you know, coming from a single vineyard site will certainly identify that for you. So why don't you be the thief here, so to speak?
Yeah,
and
you know, that is, yeah, the thief is a very good term, because this tool actually in Italian is called la ladra, which is the exact translation of the thief. So that's how you steal.
And Spanish is ladrone, so that's
right.
Interesting, very interesting.
We're going to have a taste of Masseto 2009.
Again, 2009, thieving from the barrel. You're seeing it here first. Look at that deep, rich color. I don't know if you can get a look at that, but truly a very, very deep, deep purple color to this. In this, it's 2009, and between barrel aging and bottle aging, this has about 30 months, 36 months?
Well, it's a wine that is a little bit exceptional, and so we give it a slightly exceptional treatment. It's a wine that goes through 24 months of aging in barrel, and then one extra year in bottle.
So we're talking so 3 years worth. So this will be on the market next year, 2012.
Next year, exactly.
This has a wonderful nose, and again, that sort of that kind of characteristic, smooth characteristic, very, very deep fruit, but there's still that kind of grilled herbs, sort of smoked tar, a little bit of meat. You know, you can just tell it has all the makings for just a beautiful, beautiful wine.
Well, I think it's nice to see. One thing that many people think when it comes to Merlot is that Merlot is nice, it's friendly, but it's one-dimensional, making simple wines that are sometimes tiring. But I think in a great place that's just not true. It has all the characteristics you find in Merlot, the richness of fruit, that sort of very deep, dense, chocolatey fruit. But there are a lot of spicy, earthy, and almost minerally flavors that give a lot of complexity to that.
And that's exactly what comes out of here on the palate. There's some wonderful spice in there. There are some beautiful tannins, very, very well structured, that just sort of hang on and on and on. This is just a beautiful